Hi guys, today the topic is about the gravitational waves. What are gravitational waves, how they detected and who predicted the gravitational waves and when? The answer is a gravitational wave is an invisible ripple in space. Gravitational waves travel at the speed of light 1,086,000 miles per second. These waves squeeze and stretch anything in their path as they pass by. A gravitational wave is an invisible ripple in space. We have known about gravitational waves for a long time. More than 100 years ago, a great scientist named Albert Einstein came up with many ideas about gravity and spaces. Einstein predicted that something special happens when two bodies such as planets or stars orbit each other. He believed that this kind of movement could cause ripple in space. These ripples would spread out like the ripples in a pond when a stone is tossed in. Scientists call these ripples of space gravitational waves. Gravitational waves are invisible, however, they are incredibly fast. They travel at the speed of light 1,086,000 miles per second. Gravitational waves squeeze and stretch anything in their path as they pass by. The question is, what causes the gravitational waves? The most powerful gravitational waves are created when objects move at the very high speed. Some examples of events that could cause a gravitational waves are when a star explodes asymmetrically called a supernova. Number second, when two big stars orbit each other. Number third, when two black holes orbit each other and merge. But these merge types of objects that create gravitational waves are far away. And sometimes these events only cause small, weak gravitational waves. The waves are then very weak by the time they reach Earth. This makes gravitational waves hard to detect. The second question: how do we know that gravitational waves exist? So, in 2015, scientists detected gravitational waves for the very first time. They used a very sensitive instrument called LIGO, Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. These first gravitational waves happened when two black holes crashed into one another. The collision happened 1.3 billion years ago, but the ripples didn't make it to Earth until 2015. Einstein Prediction. The first detect of gravitational wave was a very important event in space and in science, astronomy field. But this before this, just about everything we know about the universe came from studying wave of light. Now we have a new way to learn about the universe by studying waves of gravity. Gravitational waves will help us learn many new things about the universe. We may also learn more about gravity itself. Third question. How are gravitational waves detected? When gravitational waves pass by Earth, it squeezes and it stretches spaces. LIGO can detect these squeezes and stretches. Each LIGO observatory has two arms that are each more than 2 miles 4 kilometers long. A passing gravitational wave causes the length of the arms to change slightly. The observatory uses lasers, mirrors, and extremely sensitive instruments to detect these teeny changes. So, Einstein prediction. Einstein published the theory of general relativity in 1915. In it, he predicted the existence of gravitational waves, which had never been directly detected until now. In 1974, physicists discovered that two neutron stars orbitally each other were getting closer in a very uh, in the way that matches Einstein's prediction. But it was until 2015 when LIGO instruments were upgraded and become more sensitive that they were able to detect the presence of actual gravitational waves, confirming the last important piece of Einstein's theory. It's also important because gravitational waves carry information about their inception and about the fundamental properties of gravity that can't be seen through observations of the electromagnetic spectrum. Now, we thanks to LIGO discovery, a new field of science has been born, gravitational waves astronomy. So, thank you so much. Goodbye and best of luck to listen gravitational waves. Bye.